Hi guys, this is Pete. How are you guys going this afternoon? Hey, I'll tell you what, I haven't done a video for months and months and months, and I've got to tell you, it's a big change from back in the day on my main YouTube channel where I used to shoot 4 to 5 videos a week and did that for 7 years. Oh my god, couldn't even imagine doing that many now. Hey gang, this one's a little bit different today. I'm just going to do a quick video review on the Lennox BT9400 Bluetooth speaker, and in my opinion this speaker is the best value Bluetooth speaker for under 50 bucks. Before we get into that though, trying some new Asahi Japanese beer today. 3.5% alcohol, so it's mid-strength, and a mate of mine told me to try this and I thought, firstly it's Japanese, I'm not going to like it. Secondly, it's mid-strength, so you've got to be a soft cock to drink it. However, having said that, it's actually pretty good. Asahi 3.5. Alright, okay, enough of that. Let's get on with the Bluetooth speaker review. I think you guys are going to like this little speaker. It's awesome for the price. So these things are actually fairly well made. They're not all that heavy. They're made of chipboard obviously, but they're quite easy to use and they do have quite a decent sound. Now to give you an idea, a comparative idea of the size, there's your average size smartphone right there. So you can see they are a fair chunk of Bluetooth speaker. They're an absolutely sensational party box. Now the controls on them are fairly simple and it does work very, very well. You've got one touch Bluetooth pairing there. You've got a mode button there, so I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. And of course forward and reverse for your music, and you've got play and pause here. And this thing has actually got some pretty nifty little LED lights in it, so it gives you a little light show as well, just to add to the party atmosphere. And you can adjust the LED light settings there. The thing I really like about this speaker is that it's got a good old-fashioned volume control here. Just wind it up and wind it down for volume up and volume down. And of course you can adjust the volume through your Bluetooth device as well. You've got DC charging jack in here, and an on-off power switch here, and an auxiliary port there where you can plug in your auxiliary music. Now, the downside of this is that it doesn't have any bass and treble controls, and I would have thought for a speaker of this size it may have that. And the other thing that I wasn't terribly impressed with is that it doesn't have a USB in port where you can plug in a USB thumb drive loaded with a couple of thousand songs, and away it goes. And believe it or not, even this little $5 Kmart brand speaker that I bought recently has got a USB port, and that little USB drive is loaded with about 1100 songs, and when you turn it on it just starts playing. Now I would have thought that feature would have been quite easy to design into this, but they've decided not to do it. The reason I like being able to plug a USB thumb drive into them with all your songs loaded on is that if you take it camping or take it to a party, you haven't got to pair your phone up with it. You can just basically turn it on and away it'll go. It'll play for hours and hours and hours on end. Now speaking of battery life, this is normally the downside with cheaper Bluetooth speakers, is they don't have very good batteries in them. But this one will actually run on about 80% volume for about 3 hours on a full charge. Not too bad. Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. How does it sound for under 50 bucks? Righto, well let's have a listen to it. So there you have it guys. It's not a Bose, it's not a Sony, but it sounds pretty decent. Now I know it's pretty hard to get an idea through crappy video camera speakers, but they do sound pretty good. And it's actually got fairly decent bass, believe it or not. They're only a 10 watt amplifier in them, so they're 5 watts a side through two 3-inch speakers. But for your average size party, they'd actually be quite okay. And certainly if you were using it at home in your average size bedroom or even your average size living room, plenty of volume to get the party started. Righto, there you go. I'll put a link down in the description as to where you can get them in Australia. Not too sure where you get them overseas, you just have to Google it. Lennox BT9400. Lennox have a reputation for making shit gear. But I do believe over the last year or so their quality of their gear has actually improved quite a bit. Righto, I'm off to get another beer. Chink chink, I'm empty. See you guys later. Love yous. Alright, I can hear yous out there asking, hey Pete, give us a listen to that little $5 Kmart speaker, eh? This little bad boy here. You know, this thing, believe it or not, we took this camping a couple of weekends ago. I mean, the sound is pretty shitty, I've got to tell you, but they are quite loud. And it was good enough for us for music for our camping weekend. And we charged it up before we left home and it ran all weekend, so, I don't know, $5. Let me turn it on. Give you a listen to it. Not a very good song. Crank up the volume. I think that's cranking it up.
You say that you never had a man, nobody needs you. So cry, so cry. You believe that life rolls by just to deceive you. Buy your time, buy your time. You're getting old.
Here's an added bonus for you, gang. The fucking instructions are in English. Oh my god!